channel, Faith here again with another video. So in today's video it's going to be a bit different. I'm going to be showing you all a recipe of how I made hot dog rolls. So this is my flour. I added 4 cups of flour. So the ingredients are to the beginning of the video if anybody didn't recognize. So to this bowl I'm adding my 1 1/3 cup of milk, and then I'm going to add a little bit of my sugar. I added a 1/3 cup of sugar to that bowl, and I'm just adding a little bit to the milk. I'll use the rest of sugar in the video later on in the video. Then I'm adding my active dry yeast. The ingredients are 3 tablespoons, but I added a pack. And I'm going to mix until it is activated. So it was taking a little longer than I expected, so I heated it in the microwave, the entire mixture, for like I think 10 seconds just for it to activate. I don't know why it wasn't activated. So this is after the microwave. Now I'm adding my 1 tablespoon of salt. These are my wet ingredients, by the way. Mix, mix, mix. Now I'm going to add my melted butter. I did not have the stick butter, so I just used butter that you would like use for bread and stuff, and it came out great, trust me. I don't know if I showed you all, but I added 1 egg as well to this, and I used the next egg later on in the video as an egg wash. So I'm going to add my wet ingredients to my dry ingredients after mixing. However, in the recipe video I was following, wet ingredients to a big bowl and then added the dry ingredients to that bowl. But I did it in reverse because I didn't know that's what she was going to do. So that's why I'm adding my wet to my dry instead of dry to wet. So I started by adding a little bit of the wet first, but then I just threw in the whole thing and just worked through the madness to get the dough together. Now I'm adding my kneaded dough to a greased bowl, and I'm moving it around in the bowl for the entire dough to get the grease. And I'm going to place this in the microwave. But first, before I place it in the microwave, from taking directions from the recipe I was following, she heated the microwave for like a minute just to get the heat in the microwave. So I'm covering the dough with foil before I put it in the microwave. So as I was saying, you heat the microwave for like a minute and then put the dough in there so that it will rise faster rather than taking like 30 minutes. And this is how big it was from before. Like wow. So now I'm dusting my surface with flour and I'm going to roll out the dough, So after rolling out the dough, I'm going to fold it into 2 or 3 parts. And I'm going to begin cutting it. So I cut it down the middle first, and then lengthways for the 2 halves. And then I'm going to cut those 2 pieces there and the other set into little squares, I would say, and these will be my rolls once I roll it out, of course. So after cutting all my dough, I'm going to roll my squares into little balls. So first I'm folding it in to create that ball shape, and then I'm just rolling it with my hand, as you can see in the video. So these are all the balls here. I did 12 in all, and then I'm going to put more flour to my surface, and I'm going to be rolling out the balls. So first I roll it out. Well, I flatten it out with my hand first, then I use the rolling pin, roll it out, and then I roll it together. And that's what creates the layers in the bread when it's baking. When I'm finished rolling it, I put it in a greased pan, and I added foil to my pan because we don't have proper pans, so the foil works for me. And I just rest it in the microwave again for it to grow in size, as you can see. Now I'm mixing my egg with water to create an egg wash for the brown color on top. And I don't have a pastry brush, if that's what you call it, so I wasn't going to do the egg wash, but then my mom was like, she have a alternative method she uses, which is folding the paper towel like a brush, which is what you see me using here. Thanks, Mom. And might I say, it worked extremely well. So after brushing it with the egg wash, I'm going to put it in my toaster oven. You can use a toaster oven or a conventional oven, and I'm going to put it in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes at 350 degrees. So this is my final product of my buns, and I made it with bacon wrapped hot dogs. Yum. I got a lot of compliments for it, so I'm very proud of how it turned out. And also the sweetness of the sugar with the salt is a perfect combination for this bread. I really enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.